Yeah. Way up.
Way up with Angela Yee. It's a Friday. I'm here, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Happy Friday. This is your favorite day, Angela.
It is. And we've been galla'd out, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
I was at a gala last night hosting for the American Foundation for the University of the West Indies, afui.org.
Yes.
So that was fun. We also honored a friend of mine, Don Pooh. He owns Brooklyn Chop House.
We love Don Pooh.
He's from Barbados. Mm-hmm. So if you never had a chance to go there, but he started off in the music business.
Yes.
All right, so we have a fun show for you today. We got a world premiere for you today. Now,
Ooh.
Nina Parker's going to be joining us.
We love Nina.
Yes, and the first time I knew of Nina, she was on TMZ.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Mm-hmm. But she's done a lot since then. She's been on E! She's got her own clothing line in Macy's for plus-size women. Mm-hmm. She's got an amazing story, and she's a great host. She does the red carpet.
She's really good.
Yeah.
She's good at her job.
Amazing at her job. Mm-hmm. But this morning on a Friday, we have a new song for you. This is a world premiere.
Okay.
It's The Weeknd and Future. The song is called Double Fantasy. Now, it's the first song for his HBO show, The Idol. And it's produced by The Weeknd, Mike Dean, and Metro Boomin. And by the way, The Idol is going to premiere on HBO on June 4th. So it's going to air on HBO and on Max, because HBO Max is now just called Max, on June 4th. It's also going to screen at the Cannes Film Festival. So The Weeknd, again, featuring Future. It's called Double Fantasy. It is a world premiere. Check it out right now. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And of course, we have Shine a Light on them. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Let's start it off with some positivity. Who do you want to shine a light on? Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and that was The Weeknd and Future. That song is Double Fantasy. It's from that new show, Idol, that The Weeknd has, The Idol, and that show premieres on HBO in June. By the way, the video's out too, if you want to check it out. I love the fact that Jasmine dances to every song that comes on.
I dance to every single song. I like that. But I mean, it's hard to tell with me because I dance to everything.
All right. Well, 800-292-5150 is a number if you want to shine a light on somebody doing something positive. And today I want to shine a light on Anne-Marie and Marsha from AFUI, American Foundation for the University of the West Indies. Every year they put together this gala. Mm-hmm. And this gala is to actually provide scholarships for students to go to the University of the West Indies. And it's a big deal. It's stressful.
I'm sure it's a beautiful, beautiful event too. It's beautiful. Like all the different elements that they put together. They put on a great show.
People that fly in. Some of the students that get scholarships get flued out.
They do get flued out.
And you get to hear their stories firsthand, but it's such an important organization.
Right.
And I know that it's not like a monetary thing for them. It should be, though, because I feel like people who do work like that should be compensated really well.
Absolutely.
For the work that they do. But shout out to everybody who attended, but in particular to my girl Anne-Marie, to my girl Marsha, who put together an amazing event. You guys should check it out at afui.org, AFUWI.org. We were ready to bid on some of the items, too, the auction items.
We were.
They had a villa in Bali.
Woo!
That you could use as an auction item. I was like, hello.
Hello.
But I'm broke. All right. Well, who do you want to shine a light on? Brianna, what's good?
Good. Hello. Good morning. We want to shine the light on J&J's Playpen, located in Long Island.
Okay. What about it? Tell us.
All right. So they're a mobile petting playpen, and they went to our children's birthday party and changed their lives through Therapy Bunny.
I like that.
Yeah, that's really nice. We got to check that out.
So they're mobile.
Yes. Follow them at JNJS Playpen.
All right. We like it. Thank you.
Yes. And that's it.
All right. Appreciate it. I'm like, yeah. She's like, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey, Takara.
Hey, Yee, how you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you for asking.
No, that's right.
I know that's right. Who do you want to shine a light on?
Oh, my goodness. I got to shine a light on my beautiful husband. Man, let me just start by saying yesterday celebrating his 9 years out of prison.
Oh, nice.
He's out of prison. We're originally from Texas. Right now we live about 20 miles west of Atlanta. So since getting out of prison, when I first met him, he had custody of three of his four children. And since then, we've transitioned on to Georgia, like I said. When he started his own company, he's the owner and operator of his own trucking company. His resilience, his strength, his, just his will and his motivation to get up every day and make it happen for our family. I just have to shine a light on him and just tell him thank you for everything that he does. Thank you for being the man that he is. Thank you for loving me. And thank him overall for being so faithful and, just caring and giving.
Ooh, that is a word today.
I love it. I love it.
Listen, we got something for you so you can thank him some more. We have actually some Born in Roma by Valentino fragrance for you to give to him as a gift.
Oh, shoot, lady. Oh, shoot.
I like her.
I do too.
Oh, shoot. Because you know what she really wanted to say.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Oh, geez. Let me tell you, he watches everything, by the way. He likes your show so much. Big up to you. We're proud of you, and we love everything that you're doing. Keep pushing, sister.
Thank you so much. Hold on the line. Don't hang up. We got to get your address.
All right.
All right. Thank you. That was nice.
Sweet.
All right. Well, that was Shine a Light on him. 800-292-5150 is a number. In case you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message for the last word. And that's brought to you by Born in Roma by Valentino. That's available at Macy's. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. There's been a couple of people beefing online. And we'll also talk about some self-realization, what Designer had to say about needing some mental health help. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here on brand.
On brand. Hello.
Can I write for the Jasmine brand?
No.
Oh.
You already do. Yes, you can, Angela. Thank you.
All right. Well, Designer said he's looking for some mental health treatment. He allegedly exposed himself during a flight. He went on Instagram yesterday. He said he's been struggling for months and he was ashamed of his actions. According to TMZ, they said the incident happened over the weekend. He was performing in Thailand and Tokyo. And at some point during the trip, he was prescribed medication at a hospital. They believe that the pills caused him to have a chemical imbalance, which may explain his behavior during the flight. They said that he exposed himself on the aircraft. He was reprimanded by a flight attendant once the flight landed in Minneapolis. He was stopped and questioned by law enforcement. We don't know if there's any criminal charges, but he was reportedly released shortly after. And he said in his Instagram stories, for the past few months, I have not been okay, and I have been struggling to come to terms with what is going on. While overseas for a concert I performed at, I had to be admitted into a hospital. I was not thinking clearly. They gave me meds, and I had to hop on a plane home. I am ashamed of my actions that happened on that plane. I landed back to the States and I'm admitting myself in a facility to help me. I will be canceling all of my shows and any obligations until further notice. Mental health is real, guys. Please pray for me.
Okay. I can appreciate that.
When we actually were raising money, when I was on the Breakfast Club, he donated, and it was all for mental health initiatives.
Right.
And he talked about the struggles that he was having. So shout out to Designer, and we are in your corner.
Yes.
And glad that you're seeking the help that you need.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about Lotto versus Coi Leray. This feels like a misunderstanding for sure.
Right.
Now, Lotto name dropped her in a song, her new single, Put It on the Floor. And we're going to have that for you during New Music. Here is what Lotto had to say about Coi Leray.
I done it all. Feel like shot it low. Laughing to the pain, but this shit's not a joke. Say she got a problem. Imaginary smoke. She said it's up, then put it on the floor. I don't know what y'all been told. Bet your mans know if you don't, what's happening? Smoking on that gas, blunt, big as Coi Leray. Bitches like to run their mouth, but I'm the type to run a fade. When your diamonds hit like this, you don't never see the shade.
Okay.
All right. First of all, I like that, but Coi Leray felt like she was being body shamed. She posted on social media, "Let's fight. Lotto bye. Here you go talking about my body. Please do not come on here and talk about nobody body. LOL. Like seriously, out of all things, LMAO. You blunt my size. This ish is never ending. These bees want to be like the N word so bad. Y'all want to have Raph beep so bad." And then she said, "If you don't like me, support me, or F with me. Don't mention my name. Period. Ish don't make sense. I don't know none of you bees in real life. Stay in y'all lane and leave me out of the BS. I be minding my business and showing real love offline." Now, I didn't take that line to talk about
smoking on that gas blunt big as Coi Leray. That's the line.
I think that she meant big, like, Lotto be like the biggest.
Well, two things. Number one, maybe Coi Leray is super sensitive about her weight.
For sure.
That could be a thing. And also, another thing is we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So maybe for us, it's not offensive, but maybe behind the scenes, there's something else going on, which may have caused her to react to this. It didn't seem like it was a big deal, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying how I took it.
Yeah, I didn't take it. Yeah, you and I talked about it this morning. I was like, I don't know if that was an insult.
So So I'm not sure the intention behind it, but Lotto hasn't responded yet, and Lotto always responds.
Maybe Lotto hopped on the phone with her or something.
And I hope they did, because
Yeah.
this feels like something that could easily be straightened out.
But we talking about the song now, so.
Yeah, okay. And we'll be talking about it some more.
Yep.
All right, well, Lil Uzi Vert has posted his new alter ego, Leslie Chow. And he said, Chow, understand people don't always like the ways of Chow, but Chow don't give a F. Chow rich and never look back. And he said, can I say suck my monkey tail?
I guess
Yeah.
you just said it, Angela.
All right. And then he said, Leslie out. Now, I saw that JT was responding because somebody went on social media and told JT, you really taking city girls down. JT responded, ugly baby and dead father.
Oh, JT.
Then JT said, that baby looks like Finesse 2 times. Please leave me alone. Well, Finesse 2 times responded as we knew he would, and here's what he said.
It'll never change, but one thing I ain't gonna do, man, I ain't gonna let no get no pass. Cause I stand on the same way.
What did he say, Angela? Because I need an interpreter for that.
He said, I guess basically he's saying he don't care who you are, he'll still
Okay. He's okay.
fire back. And he posted on social media too, just don't know, I'll throw you in the air and break you before you hit the ground. Guess she mad because I said I can't do nothing with no skinny woman.
Young lady. Okay.
Yes, young lady.
All right. Spicy Friday morning, ain't it?
And one of his women, because Finesse 2 times has several women, said, JT, who man you calling ugly? Have you seen yours?
Uh-oh. Don't be calling my man ugly.
All right, well, that is, and Jasmine would like that, by the way. She likes ugly men.
Yes.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have About Last Night, and this is really very positive coming out of this. All right, we'll talk about nonprofits. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Happy Friday.
I know that's right. It's a Friday. So exciting. And last night, we actually were at a gala for the American Foundation for the University of the West Indies.
Yes, we were.
Which I am a board member, but I was hosting the first half of the gala. My girl, Janelle Snowden, hosted the second half.
Y'all both looked really beautiful, too, by the way.
Yeah, she looks amazing. And we host together a lot. Last year, I think I didn't do it. She did it alone.
Oh,
She's
okay.
always working so hard.
Okay, yeah.
But I do want to shout out to everybody who attended the event, to all of the people who were honored last night, too. Amongst them, my good friend, Don Pooh. Sandra
Pooh.
Richards also, she was also honored last night. And also one of the students, so I love this, my mom comes every year.
Of course she does.
All right, my mom is from the West Indies. She's from Montserrat. And every single year, this is the one thing that she's always like, are we going? When is the event?
She ready.
Yeah, she is ready, okay? And so I didn't tell her this because it was a surprise, but one of the students who I actually gave a scholarship to was there last night.
Right.
Stefan. Shout out to Stefan. And so he went to the University of the West Indies, and he's from Montserrat.
Which is a big deal because it's not a lot of y'all.
And Anne-Marie was so excited. She was like, Angela, we found a student, to get the scholarship from you, and he's from Montserrat. I know that means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And so when he got up, they flew some of the students in, and he was one of the students that got flued out. And so he got up there and he was like, I'm from Montserrat. My mom said,
oh, she was so excited.
Yeah, 'cause
I looked at
not
your
a lot
mom
of
like,
us.
yes. I looked at your mom. She was so excited.
she had as they say, an audible gasp when that happened. And so he went to school in Nevis, and they also honored the premier of Nevis yesterday.
Yes.
So shout out to him.
But I would like to say he was very thankful for the scholarship and talked about how you influenced him and how much it meant to him. So I know you don't like to talk about things about yourself, but he was very kind in what you did for him and how important it is for him.
Yeah, he came up to me beforehand. And the reason I want to bring all this up is because the first time I ever went to this event, I was so impressed by the students, because you actually get to see where your money goes.
Yeah.
By the students that are so grateful. There's a lot of natural disasters that happen in the West Indies.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times we go there, we go on vacation, we don't think about the devastation that can happen if there's a hurricane to people's homes, and that how that can affect your finances and then being able to go to school. So a lot of times families have to make a decision. Do we pay to get our house done and for a roof over our head, or are we going to be able to pay for you to go to school? And sometimes they can't. And that scholarship can really come through in a clutch.
Yep.
For these students.
Those are real life problems that people experience.
Real
too over
stories
there.
of students. And let's be clear, the University of the West Indies is one of the top universities in the world.
No,
Not
that's
just, in the world. Like globally, it is on those lists where they talk about research academies. It's the only Caribbean-based university that makes the prestigious list every single year.
Yes.
They have over 800 certificate, diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate degrees. And some of the brightest and most intelligent people that I've ever met have gone to the University of the West Indies. So I want to shout out to AFUWI, AFUWI.org. Y'all should donate like I did, and you can even pick what students, you know? All right, so that is about last night. That's what we did last night. And when we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret. Let's get ratchet. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. You get to remain anonymous. You get to tell us a secret. And we're not going to judge you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. You know what you just heard. That was Double Fantasy, The Weekend. Right now we got Tell Us a Secret. I feel like Double Fantasy plays well into that. And that is where you guys get to call in and anonymously tell us a secret. We are not going to judge you. Okay, now I can't say what's going to happen once these get posted on the @Way Up with Yee page, but I know right up here in this room, in this studio, we are not judging you. Hello, anonymous caller. Tell us a secret.
Angela!
Hey!
Hey, girl. I listen to your radio station every morning, but one of my secrets is that I'm sleeping with a married man, and I feel like his wife should know. He comes see me every day, every morning, so I'm trying to figure out where's his wife at.
Every morning? Jeez. Does he ever spend the night?
Every morning. He waking up, brushing his teeth, coming to me.
When does he go to work?
After.
I'm trying to figure that out, but I know that he has a wife and he has kids. And me being young and probably young and free, he loves it.
And so you want his wife to know?
I want her to know because
No judgment, Angela.
Okay, I'm just trying to help her.
Is this Jasmine? Hey, Jasmine.
Hi. How long have y'all been having your situation?
It's been like 2.5 months. So I feel like he should just go ahead and tell her.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How are you going to feel, though, when he's with his wife and kids, if he left them for you, but he is going to still have to see his kids?
I mean, the kids is okay. I love kids.
Okay.
Not saying that it's a rush to do it right now for me to meet the kids, but as long as he ain't with her, I'm okay.
How long were they married? How long have they been married?
About 10 years. So I think it's time for him to change it up and spice it up with a young cat like me.
Okay. What does he say when have you told him that you want him to tell his wife and leave her?
Yeah, he just say it's still not the right time and he's not ready. But I mean,
are you seeing anyone else, or are you faithful to this married man?
I have a little fun, but that's the one I really actually like the most.
Okay, he's at the top of the list. All right. Well, no judgment. Thank you for sharing.
Good luck.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I really feel like you were co-signing that,
I
Jasmine.
wasn't. You said no judgment.
You said, good luck.
I did not say, I just said,
yes, you
good
did.
luck.
You And when you, that's a yes,
that's a
girl,
cosign?
get it.
No.
What's up, anonymous caller? Tell us a secret.
So my secret is that I've been messing with my brother's friend for over 5 years now, and he doesn't have a clue.
Okay, interesting. And
I actually hang out with him more.
You said actually what?
I said I actually hang out with him more than my brother does.
Oh,
interesting. For
okay.
5 years. Okay. Well, why are you hiding it?
Yeah. What do you think your brother would say?
He'll probably have a problem with it, actually.
Okay. Are you just having fun sneaking around?
Yeah, just some fun.
Okay.
That's a lot. 5 years of fun is.
Yeah, it is.
Feels like a relationship.
It's been a long time, but
sound like your man.
Is that your man?
I mean, a little, not really, but
is that what you want?
No.
Okay.
All right. Good for her. Well, enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night or good morning.
Bye.
Bye. What's up, anonymous caller? Tell us a secret.
Hey, what's going on?
What's good? No judgment.
Like 20 years ago, I had an affair with an older woman. Fast forward, I'm dating her daughter now.
Ooh.
Engaged.
Wow. So the mom never told and you never told.
And her mom, like, been playing it professional the whole time, like, poker face. Like, it's kind of crazy. So, and the thing in my mind is, like, is her daughter the same way? Like, can she just, you know, like, I don't.
Oh, hold on. You haven't said anything either. Are you the same way? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm definitely a dog. Well, I was a dog at the point, and how do you even bring that up? Like, I don't even know, honestly, how to,
So you had sex with your fiance's mom,
but 20 years ago.
Yeah,
It's 20 years ago.
Who has better sex, the fiance or the mom? I feel so bad asking, but I would like to know.
I mean, honestly, me and her mom, it was a fling. It was maybe like 5 or 6 times. It was crazy because I think I was young and impressionable. He put the moves on me as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Moves like Jagger.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was kind of memorable.
Okay, because he was young. It was probably exciting back then. She's an older woman. He wasn't so experienced. Well, she probably does not want her daughter to know, though, I'm sure, that she was doing that.
And honestly, I feel that way, and I feel like she's totally embarrassed because she's still with her husband. I think they were estranged at the time, but they're back together. And
I think you got to just mind your business on this one.
Yeah. But if it ever comes to light, then I'm
just say no. That never happened. That wasn't me.
It wasn't.
It was AI. It wasn't me.
It's AI. Yeah, 20 years ago, AI you helped launch it.
Yeah, total recall. I don't know.
Look, we're not here to judge, but thank you for sharing.
Good luck.
I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is a number just in case you couldn't get through. We will still be taking your calls for the end of the show for Last Word. And when we come back, we got Yeetie, and we'll be talking about those blue check marks. Did LeBron pay for his? Because he is verified, and it says that he is signed up. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors. From industry shade to all the gossip, talk to me. Angela's spilling that Yeetie.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and the Jasmine brand is here.
Hello,
I keep calling
Angela.
you the Jasmine brand.
It's fine.
All right, and it's time for your Yeetie. I can't wait till I start writing for the Jasmine brand, y'all.
Me too.
You guys are going to see it. You'll understand my voice. All right, Colin Kaepernick is paying for the autopsy of the man who died after allegedly being eaten alive by bed bugs in jail. Oh, man, that was a really sad story when you saw the pictures of his cell. This was in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. He heard about the death of LaShawn Thompson, who was only 35 years old, and he contacted the family's attorney, that was Ben Crump. He helped fund an independent autopsy, and it came back undetermined, but the family believes the filthy conditions at the jail actually contributed to his unexplained death. So the family still does want an explanation, as they should.
Right.
All right. And when you see the cell, I mean, they said there were bugs and bug bites all over his body. There was a severe infestation of unspecified bugs. And so fortunately, Colin Kaepernick is paying and did pay for that autopsy.
It breaks my heart.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about a Stephen King movie, The Boogeyman. They're saying that movie had to be recut after audiences at the test screening screamed too much.
They should have brought you, Angela. You needed to be in the audience.
I actually love to scream during movies, and I love to be so scared, but it's an adaptation of Stephen King's 1973 horror story, The Boogeyman. Okay. So the director, Rob Savage, said they screamed so much you couldn't even hear what was going on. That sounds like my type of movie.
Yeah, they need to call you next time for the audience. That's too much, though.
Yeah, so they said there was a lot of jump scares. I can't wait to see that. It's called The Boogeyman again for anybody who's like me and wants to see that. All right, Zendaya has officially joined Louis Vuitton as house ambassador. Okay. There was a lot of speculation that was happening. She made a surprise appearance at Louis Vuitton's Paris Fashion Week show in March, and then she was pictured with other ambassadors, Emma Stone. People were saying she might be taking on a new role, so now it has been announced. So congratulations to her.
She really is a fashion girl. I bet that bag is nice too, right?
Well, yeah, she's an ambassador, and she said she did grow up around Louis Vuitton campaigns. She said this to Vogue on Thursday. Okay. She said there was this one that I love from the early 2000s of Naomi Campbell, and she's like sprawled out over a trunk. I can still see it. I can see the image in my head, and I remember seeing it in magazines as a kid.
Okay. She's a fashion girl for sure.
Listen, she's definitely going to have people buying Louis Vuitton, so great idea, guys.
Yep.
All right, and congratulations to Martin Lawrence.
Yay!
He was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I can't believe he's just now getting a star.
I know.
This happened yesterday. He had a lot of his friends, his family there. He said the whole event left him feeling a little bit overwhelmed. And here's what else he had to say.
The blessing of my extraordinary gift of humor has and continued to help me many others. I am honored to have my career flourish as I persevere through many adversities, and here I still stand. If I can pass one thing on to those coming after me, it would be to board your dream bus with confidence, grace, and humility, and ride it till the wheels fall off.
He said he's been crying all week. He said, I figured if I have my glasses on today, maybe y'all won't see the tears.
Oh, that's so sweet. He's so talented.
Dope.
Yeah, I love him.
He's been through a lot, too.
He definitely has.
Thinking about Def Comedy Jam, he is like the Def Comedy Jam host from back in the day. How funny. But the show Martin, forever a classic. You could still watch it now and be like, damn, I love this show.
It's still funny.
All right, now LeBron is denying paying for that Twitter check mark because my check mark is gone.
Yeah, when I saw all the tweets about people losing their check marks, I said, Angela, is your check mark gone? And you were like, let me see.
And you know I'm not paying $8 a month to keep it up. Well, LeBron had said he wasn't going to do that either, and now it seems like he still does have his check mark. He said, my Twitter account says I've subscribed to Twitter Blue. I haven't. My Twitter account says I've given a phone number. I haven't. So I guess Elon Musk is trolling him now, trying to make it seem like he paid for that even though he lied.
So did Elon pay for it?
Well, he said he's paying for a few personally. But, so he didn't confirm nor deny that.
Okay.
But a lot of people have reacted. And Wiz Khalifa said, y'all out here worried about the wrong check.
Okay.
The game said the check's gone, but the check's still coming.
Okay.
Check's gone, but the check's still coming.
Okay.
So, yes.
Beyonce lost her check, too.
I lost mine. But you know what I said? And I said this on the Jasmine brand. You guys posted about that. I said, now it feels like the cool thing to do is to not have a check.
I know. All the cool kids do not have check marks anymore.
As long as you're getting that check in real life, baby. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are stories that are not necessarily headline news stories. They're flying under the radar. We're going to talk about the death sentence, the death penalty, and what's happening in Florida. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
News. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Angela.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And we are doing Under the Radar. These are the stories that we feel like you need to know, but they might have flown under the radar, so maybe you missed it. Because everywhere else you're listening to all of the headline stories.
Yes.
All right, well, let's talk about this new TV deal for the WNBA. Now, there's been a lot of demand for the sport growing. We've been talking about that. Even watching college basketball, the women's have been blowing up. And ESPN announced they'll be highlighting the 27th annual season with 25 national broadcasts of regular season games across its family of networks, as well as the playoffs. So the WNBA just recently inked another multi-year television deal. This one is with ION.
Okay.
So they're going to televise Friday night regular season games. And while the terms and details have not been disclosed, the contract is in direct line with their current TV rights deal through ESPN. That also ends in 2025. So they're going to televise Friday night regular season games. That's 44 games over 15 weeks. That starts May 26th and ends September 8th.
Okay.
So the WNBA spotlight on ION will be very focused. I think that's a big deal.
Yeah, we want more people to watch these WNBA games, and we also want the sport to be more popular, and we want these women to make more money. So I feel like this is all part of the plan, right?
Yeah, and it's also part of let's show proof of concept and show how profitable the WNBA is. So that could mean that the players get paid more because they definitely need that.
Yep,
we were looking at the average salary of the WNBA players, and I mean,
yes, it's laughable.
I wouldn't say it, but they definitely deserve way more money than that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a positive thing, and let's make sure we continue to support. I actually have gone to some New York Liberty games.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'll make sure we go. They're really fun.
Okay.
All right, now let's take it to Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis has signed a very controversial death penalty bill that will allow juries to give the death sentence even if all 12 jurors do not agree. You know, it's always been unanimous. And, you know, there's times that they make... first of all, I just want to put that out there. I've never believed in the death penalty.
Okay.
Because there's too much room for error. There have been mistakes that have been made. And then a lot of times you're giving the death penalty to somebody who killed someone.
Right.
If you're saying killing's not right, how are you killing someone?
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you on that one. I don't know how I would feel if someone I cared about was killed. I don't know.
I'd rather they be in jail for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I don't know how I would feel.
Because I don't think I would feel right, you know, wanting to actually take somebody's life. Period. Like, I don't think that's for us to...
No eye for an eye for you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. And the fact that sometimes they're wrong. And the fact that this disproportionately affects people of color and people who can't afford a good lawyer.
Yep.
Because the truth is, if you have a great lawyer, you can get off.
Yeah,
but if you don't have the money to get that, and you know, there's more of a chance that you'll get killed.
Yeah,
you'll get executed.
It does affect black and brown people way more.
So that's another reason why I don't... If you're rich... white man, and you know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I don't agree with it. But Ron DeSantis did say juries can impose a death sentence even if all 12 jurors do not agree. They also said he's likely to approve a second bill that would make sexual battery of a child under the age of 12 a death penalty offense.
Okay. Again, it's one of the things where if it was my child, I don't know how it would feel. So.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's great I think it's like, okay, you could want somebody to die, but I think it would weigh on me too. Yeah, like this person did something terrible, and because people also have their own family members. And like I said, if you have the money, you can get off, or at least just get life in prison and not get killed. And if you don't, those are the people you see on death row. All right. And Joe Biden could announce his 2024 re-election run as soon as next week. So they're saying that could happen next Tuesday.
Okay.
And that would likely be a target. It would be the 4-year anniversary of his 2020 announcement. So get ready for that.
Yeah, I'm sure
we'll be here and we'll be talking about it.
Of course we will.
All right. Well, those are your under the radar stories. And when we come back, we do have your Way Up Mix. It's a Friday, so I know it's about to be turned and lit. Also, we have a special guest joining us today, Nina Parker.
Yay.
That's actually a good friend of Jasmine's.
Yes.
But she's really dope. She's got her own clothing line, plus size clothing line in Macy's.
Yes.
But we also know her from TMZ, from being a journalist, from E, all of that. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here. I work for her.
and I work for you, Angela.
All right, and it's time for that Yee tea. Now, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, Live with Kelly and Mark. People are just wanting to be mad. I haven't seen it yet, though. Have you?
I saw
them doing yoga.
No, I haven't. I've seen little clips and I've seen some, feedback, but that's about it.
You think you would want to work with your significant other every day?
Not every day, but I don't mind making money with my man. I just don't want to be up under him every day.
All right. Well, people are now mad that there's a 3-day work week. It was revealed on yesterday's episode that it was pre-recorded. So now people are saying, oh, how dare you guys? Oh, so now you're only going to work 3 days live, 2 taped. And they said, why not just record 5 in one day and call it a week? You want to. People are going in. People are really angry.
I think people are nitpicking at this point. I guess they don't like them right now. It takes a little bit for your audience to get used
adjust.
to. Yeah, get used to
Everybody
it. Everybody
always hates at first. People come in wanting to not like something.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I saw Andy Cohen, who's friends with them, told them to keep your head up.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Because it's not easy when people are attacking you all the time.
It doesn't feel good at all.
All right, and just for disclosure too, that's not the only time they've pre-taped.
Yeah.
So Kelly Ripa would do that because Ryan Seacrest also had a really hectic, crazy schedule. So commonly they would tape a Friday episode prior to broadcasting. They did that during his final episode that happened last week. So it's not like it's never happened before.
I mean, they do that in the business on a regular basis sometimes. So,
but I do feel like when you're trying to get people used to something, you might want to be live 5 days.
I feel you.
I would just say that, because.
I got you.
And they want to bring the live audience back. People are also saying, bring the live audience back.
I do think they should do that.
Yeah. So, all right. Now, let's talk about this White Men Can't Jump trailer. Vince Staples and Tiana Taylor are joining Jack Harlow in that new trailer. I know people have a lot to say about this. But this teaser was released by Hulu yesterday ahead of this all coming out on May 19th. I think we'll have a little watch party.
Yeah, we absolutely have to.
We're going to watch that. Here's the trailer.
$100, you can't make more shots. Let's just do 300. It's not my dad's money.
We ain't never gonna get a reparations that way, bro.
So I prefer Venmo or Zelle, but you seem like a Cash App guy, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, C5. You think you can slick, huh? Showing up to court dressed like a dumbass, acting like you can't hoop.
You assumed I couldn't hoop because I'm white, which is incredibly outdated.
No, I assumed you couldn't hoop because you were dressed like a white girl at Whole Foods.
Every hooper I know is entering that big-ass tournament
with a winner get $500,000. I just need somebody who can play so I can make some money.
All right. And listen, you know how people love to hate? People was mad about this too.
Yeah,
so.
it's a really hard act to follow. The first one was really good, so I just feel like, it comes with the territory. People are going to compare and
people
have something
were
to say.
mad about Bel Air at first, but then they loved it.
Then people loved it, yeah.
All right. Shout out to Sinqua too. He's in this. I love Sinqua.
Yeah.
All right, and Love is Blind.
Your show.
You know what's funny? I end up watching things because I feel like I need to watch this so I could talk about it.
Yeah, because everybody talks about it, yeah.
And then I end up liking it. All right, well, Love is Blind. Now, people are saying that we're on the show. Contestants have claimed that they were deprived of food, water, sleep,
Not water.
and mental health help while filming. Season 2 alumni were among several stars from that show who said that that's what happened. There was an insider report April 19th. Cast members said that they suffered physical and psychological breakdowns as a result of this neglect. They called it emotional warfare.
Okay.
I will say Tiffany, who got married to Brett on this last season, she did fall asleep during their date.
Like she was tired. Listen, you know I am about
that
sleep.
Episode is funny though because he was talking to her through the wall. You know, they can't see each other.
Right.
And he was like, hello. Like he was professing his love and pouring his heart out to her.
And what she was doing?
And she was not responding
Snoring.
because she was asleep. And he didn't know. He just thought he poured his whole heart out. And so the next day I thought it was going to be the end of things for them. But she was able to apologize and explain
She was
it.
tired.
She was also drinking wine. You know, wine make you sleepy.
Yeah, knock you out of here.
All right. Well, the production company has responded to these claims, Kinetic Content, and they told E! News, the well-being of our participants is of paramount importance to Kinetic. We have rigorous protocols in place to care for each person before, during, and after filming. So that's the response.
All right. Okay, response.
All right. So Netflix has not yet commented. And that is your Yee. And when we come back, let's talk about new music. You know, it's Friday and new music is of the utmost importance. You know, I love this time.
Yeah.
I love every single week hearing what's out. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now back at it. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. And you know, it's a Friday, so that means there's new music out today. New singles, new albums. Let's start it off with new album, Swiss Beats Hip Hop 50 Volume 2. This is a series that they're doing with Mass Appeal. And my guy is on there, Jay Electronica. So here is, as part of this EP, he's on the outro. It's called Kalas featuring Jay Electronica. Here it is.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Also, NBA Youngboy has a new album out today. It is 33 tracks, by the way. I just want to point that out because for all of you Youngboy fans, he definitely always brings a lot of content for you guys. And he did have a big album release party for this, but unfortunately, he could not attend it because, you know, he's on house arrest in Utah. But here is Don't Try This at Home. Off of that album, we have What You Say featuring Post Malone and the Kid Leroy. Now, speaking of Post Malone, I just want to point out that he has put out the Diamond Collection. It's a greatest hits compilation, and it's also a new mark for him having the most Diamond certified singles from any artist. You know how many he has? He has 8 Diamond certified album. That is a huge deal. So congratulations to Post Malone for that. Also out today, Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable 3. Peasy, Detroit's own Peasy, his album Ghetto is out, and Ian Dior, Leave Me Where You Find Me. It's also a big day for singles. You know, we've been playing The Weeknd featuring Future, Double Fantasy. That was a world premiere. Moneybag Yo, here is Motion God.
What's the word? Smoking gumbo herb. I'm on third right now.
And this song has already created a lot of controversy, but controversy is good, right? Because everyone's talking about it. Everybody is playing it. Coi Leray was mad about some of the lyrics in this song. She felt like it was referencing her body. I'm sure at some point Lotto is going to respond, but here is Lotto with Put It on the Floor.
I done it all. Feel like shot it low.
All right, other singles out today. Armani White and A$AP Ferg with Silvertooth. T Grizzly, B&E Part 1. Lil Jon, E40, Pilo, and The Boy with What We On. It's a Friday, so anything that y'all want to hear or you want to make sure you hit us up about, you can always hit us up at Way Up with Yee. Now, when we come back today, Nina Parker is going to be joining us. She's had an illustrious career. Is that the right word? All right, you know her from TMZ. You know her from Insider. You know her from E! You know her from having her own clothing line at Macy's, a plus-size collection, and also from Netflix, Buy My Home. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Nina Parker coming up shortly.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Hello.
Hello. Happy Friday. Yeah, we are like halfway not here. I'm not going to lie.
Well,
but I know who's about to bring it back for us.
Who?
Nina Parker.
Yay!
Now, Nina Parker is a good friend of yours, and you know her from Nightly Pop on E! For everybody watching.
Yep.
She also was on TMZ. She also has her own show where she talks
on
about
Netflix.
Yeah, buying homes. You know, that's right up my alley.
Yeah, you love property.
Yeah, so you can watch that show too.
And she has her own line, her own fashion line at Macy's.
Yes, it's a plus size clothing line. She's going to talk about why she even started that. So I just want to make sure you guys watch Buy My House. That's the show.
Yep.
So I just want to talk about you and Nina. How did you guys even become friends? Because Jasmine's the type of person who hates everyone. Not hate, but she's not open.
I'm not warm and fuzzy. I'm pretty guarded. She and I met, I think, on Twitter because she used to work at Insider, and she reached out, I think, and she complimented us on the site. Our site, I think it was just me at the time. It was like 10 or 11 years ago, and we just became Twitter cool. And then she invited some black media out to one of the outlets she was working out, and then we just kind of became cool. And she was one of my closest friends in LA. I lived in LA about 10 years, and so just work. It started off as work, and we became really good friends.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nina Parker is going to be joining us, and we're going to talk about all of her ventures. And I love her energy, and she's super smart too.
Very quick and funny too.
You know I love a super smart, quick, and witty person.
Yes.
So Nina Parker, when we come back, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
All right, well, that is the world premiere of Double Fantasy by The Weeknd featuring Future. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and that's Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com.
Yes.
And we have a guest that we have been trying to get her up here, but she is so booked and busy. Nina Parker is here.
Hey. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, and we're excited to have you, Nina, because you are a brand in itself, and we want to talk about how you got to this point in your career and in your life, because it's always a balance. When I first knew who you were, it was from TMZ.
Yes.
All right, so talk about like how you got to TMZ and what you did before that.
What I did before that, I was working at a call center.
Okay, no, that's good.
No,
okay.
for real. So I got my degree in journalism. As the quote goes, as everybody knows.
So you're a real journalist.
I'm a real journalist. As the infamous clip is circulating and recirculating. I swear this clip with me and Jocelyn is going to resurface. I'm going to be at the pearly gates and God is going to play this clip for me. Why not file the restraining order then? Why just recently did you file
You don't know when anything was filed.
The paperwork has more recent.
Okay. I'm going to do what I need to do when I need to do.
Okay.
And I don't need you or anybody questioning me about that.
I understand. I'm just trying to explain.
So you might want to leave it alone. You're a blogger, right?
No, I'm not a blogger. I have a degree in journalism.
Okay. Oh, well, congratulations.
I went to school. I got my degree in journalism. And then I moved to New York for like a year. Failed miserably because I was young and entitled and thought I would just walk into the studios of MTV and get an on-air job. And they were like, no, girl, you do not have experience. And so I came back to California with my tail in between my legs. I'm from the Bay and was home for like 4 years. And I was like, I just need a job, making money. So I worked at a telephone call center and like it was supposed to be for 1 year. 1 year turned into 4. And I was completely miserable, like crying at the computer. My mom was like, you do not have to live like this. And so I took 2 weeks vacation, packed my car up and moved to LA. And this is so crazy how the universe works, because I really believe if you take one step, God takes two. So I get to LA in April of 2007. I'm on TMZ by June.
Wow.
That was really
fast. Quick. And how did you get on TMZ?
I literally went to a temp agency because in my mind I was like, I just need to be in the space. And by this time I'm humble, so I'm like, I'll take out the trash. I don't care. I just need to be in the building. And I was temping on a lot at CBS, and this girl was like, hey, there's this website called TMZ and they're hiring. And I was like, okay. And I just emailed them my resume, and they called me in for an interview, and they were like, you are not qualified for much, but if you want to be a production assistant, like a runner, we'll hire you to get lunches. And I was like, I'll take it.
And Harvey was the person that found it, so he was there. You were working with him closely. Okay.
Yeah, working. I mean, I eventually became the managing editor on weekends. So it was literally just me, him, and a PA on Saturdays and Sundays.
She went from being told that she did not qualify for much.
Right.
To becoming the managing editor.
To managing editor on weekends. And then I was also on the show. So the show, when I started in June of 2007. I was on camera by September of 2007.
It's not
I went from like working in a call center by that January, by that fall, I was on TV.
Nina Parker is here. You know her from E! News, from TMZ, also from Buy My House on Netflix.
What was the best part of your experience working at TMZ?
Connecting with other Black journalists and blogs. I think that's how me and you met.
Probably.
You know, I was reaching out to B. Scott, Karen Civil.
I just saw B. Scott.
Carlton Jordan. These were all the people who were working in LA, and I would see them start, and I would be like, we have all of these stories. Why are we not connecting with the Black community and these Black journalists? Why are we not doing that? And actually, when the Breakfast Club started, Charlamagne was emailing me like, hey, we're starting this new show. Can I send you clips? And I'll be like, yeah, we'll put it on the site. So I was trying to talk to basically everybody Black who was in entertainment and connect them, because I knew I was a part of this mainstream organization and they weren't giving any love to Black people or Black institutions and blogs that were breaking stories. And then they would like post the story and not always credit. And I was like, this is not right.
What's the balance between wanting to be first to break a story but also wanting to make sure that it's correct, right? Because I feel like a lot of times TMZ gets it right. There's a couple of times, of course, that doesn't happen. I think that's hard to avoid.
Right.
But for you, what's the balance between, because everybody's like trying to be first all the time and post things.
Right.
So how does that work?
Well, I think being first is important. And if you can be, you should be, but also you have to be right, because if you're wrong in first, nobody cares.
Right.
And also you ruin your credibility.
Right.
So there's a really fine line between like, yes, we want to be first, but also we want to be right. And the thing about a news cycle is it cycles every 24 hours and everybody forgets.
Yeah.
But when I was there, I've worked at mainstream news organizations. I've worked for NBC. I've worked for CBS News. So I knew like these people really vet. There's lawyers there.
Yeah.
They vet. You have to have 3 sources to even get a story published. You couldn't just tell me a story as Angela and I just publish it.
Okay.
Like, I would have to check your story, check your background. And so it was like any other place. And in fact, they probably pushed me the most out of any place that I've been at. And I've been at legitimate like news organizations to vet my sources. And they would just be like, is the person answering? No, go to their door. Right. It was old school, like drive to their house, drive to their agency, go knock on the door and talk to them face to face.
I would be like, okay, now this is too much. Now, where did you leave and go to from TMZ?
So after TMZ, I went to CBS. So I went to The Insider on CBS. I was co-hosting with Kevin Frazier.
Talk about
and
it.
Brooke Anderson. And that's when I really started like traditional media, I would say, where I'm doing like red carpets, reading from prompters, because TMZ didn't have prompters. So it was very difficult going from like this progressive place to this more traditional place. It was really hard for me to adjust, because I was used to like, we could post whatever we wanted on social. Harvey didn't care. We could go rogue. We could say whatever. CBS was like, you cannot post this. You cannot do this. You cannot be seen here. And that was really hard for me, coming from a place where I had a lot of freedom.
So then how long did that last for you?
It lasted for 4 years.
Okay. And then another thing that I saw you take control over is you have a clothing line that's in Macy's, right? So talk about that, because you are the first Black woman to have a plus size clothing line in Macy's.
Yes, an exclusive clothing line. They've had other Black designers, but it was never an exclusive line. They would carry the collection and it would go away. This was a line that was created exclusively for Macy's. And really it came out of discomfort and anger, because I had a show on E for 5 years and I needed clothes every day. And we were on air, and I'm a thick girl, and I was like, if we got an outfit for Monday, I was happy. And then I'm like, damn, I need an outfit for every other day of the week. And there were just no designers that were, to me, dressing me the way I felt like I should be dressing in my head. I just wanted more versatility. And
so were you designing your own clothes too?
Well, what I was doing was, and thank God I had a stylist, we would put outfits together, and I was like making my own outfits and sewing and doing things. And I was like, this is exhausting.
Right.
And I had went through a really bad breakup at the end of 2019. And I kind of made this list of like what I wanted my life to be like, and where I wanted my goals to go through, and like what kind of woman did I want to be. And like, instead of complaining about things, what could I do to actually put things into action? And the top thing on my list was creating a clothing line. And I just started to say, how can I put things into action in my life where I'm being actionable towards what I want instead of complaining about it? And that was the first thing that I did. 2 weeks later, I got a call from my partner who was like, hey, I want to create a line with you and I want to pitch it to a major retailer.
What? Had you put that out there already, or did this person? Oh, that's amazing.
Put it out there. It was really crazy. I was like, maybe manifestation does work.
Apparently it does.
Yeah, it did. And so all of 2020 we created, and she texted me and she was like, I'm not supposed to be telling you this. Your agent's supposed to call you, but Macy's wants the line. And I was like, no. Like, I thought we might be in a little pop-up. I didn't think we'd get like,
that's amazing.
The most iconic retailer in the world. And they were like, no, they really wanted to really devote to their plus community, and they believe like you can help drive that. And so now it is, the #1 plus line at Macy's, and it's doing really well. Yeah.
That is amazing.
It is.
So yeah,
I love that.
It's good.
All right, well, that's Nina Parker. We got more with her when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'm back at it. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here. And Nina Parker is here. You know her from E! News, from TMZ, also from Buy My House on Netflix. How did you enjoy hosting those Love and Hip Hop reunions?
Okay. It was a wonderful opportunity.
No, don't do that. I didn't ask you.
We know. Yeah, you talking like a politician.
So I have to say, it was a blessing to me at the time when you're hosting, you don't get a show. People think like if you leave a show, you get another one. That's not normal. Like what you just did, transitioning, that doesn't happen. Like you have to be a very special talent to get shows back to back. People don't understand how difficult that is.
That's right.
So for me when I stopped doing The Insider on CBS, I didn't have another gig, and it came at a time where I really needed it. And so for one, yes, I did do it for the bag. It was, and I'm not gonna lie about that.
Right.
I don't have family that can support me. I'm on my own.
Right.
Jasmine has loaned me money in the past because I didn't have enough to pay my rent after I was done. I wasn't good with money at the time. I was horrible, and so when I was coming out of that in 2014, I needed some money.
I'm so glad you said that, because people think you're on TV and automatically.
No.
That means you're rich, living it up, and you're good. And
that's not true.
And it's also important to think about what's next. And sometimes we don't think about that.
Right. And you know what I learned from that experience? Because when I was at CBS, I blew all my money. And what I learned from that experience was the next thing I get, I'm going to save, and also I'm going to start getting multiple streams of income.
Yes.
So I hit rock bottom, and then I learned from it, and now that's why I'm doing, I got a show on Netflix, and then I also have my clothing line, and then I just started my own production company. Like, you're not going to catch me like that again.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But it also allows me to be very discerning with the jobs that I take. Where I had to take Love and Hip Hop, when you asked me if I liked it, I didn't enjoy it because it was chaos, and it wasn't where my spirit was. They did ask me to come back, and I declined, and because things changed for me and shifted for me, and also, like I said, I could be discerning on what I decide to choose.
That's a great position to be in. So acting is the next chapter.
Yeah, I booked an Audible series, and I'm not saying the name or what yet, but then I also am booking like guest roles. And I'm fully getting into acting right now, and it's really exciting.
This is
you booked a good one recently.
Yeah, I just recently filmed something, and
can't wait till you announce it.
Yes.
It's really good.
It's really dope because I've always wanted to act, and I've been really, and when we talk about getting stagnant, I was scared to do it because I was like, I'm really good at hosting. But now what I've learned is kind of run towards the things I'm scared for, because when I realize when there's fear there's something about it that scares me. That means I'm interested.
What I tell you, that's why I love horror movies. I enjoy being scared, but I enjoy being scared to do things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a better feeling when you conquer that too.
Right.
Because you will. And you can.
Right.
Like whatever it is that you're scared of, you can conquer it. And the fear is just you kind of doubting yourself or being scared what people might think or what people might say.
Right. Yeah.
And you got to just get it. Did you take acting classes? And
I hired a coach. Yeah.
See, I
hired a coach. Yeah.
She don't play.
No. I'm not playing with my future.
Well, Nina Parker, I cannot wait to see once you have this illustrious acting career, you come back and we replay parts of this conversation to see, we talked about this on Way Up with Angela Yee, because that's really what this show is about also. Just being like, okay, we're way up from where we started, but we still have way up to go.
Yes.
So.
Well, I mean, Angela, you kind of at the top, girl.
No.
But
this is brand new. And just like you, I'm humble enough to know that I'm starting all over again.
Yeah, it is a blessing.
And some people look at it as like, she took some steps backward. And
no, that's not what it is at all.
But again, people will view it that way because, like you said, this business is an honor for me to even be able to have my own show, and not a lot of people will get this opportunity.
Right.
So,
well, a lot of people are masters of none. So it's easy to tell somebody what to do when you haven't tried to do it, and it's the truth. It's like, if you can do it, you should do it. Yeah. What do you say? If you could make hoe, make another hoe.
Right.
And it's not that easy. It's true. And so I wish somebody would try to come up here and try to get a show and see what goes into creating and how much you work. And also, just to give you your flowers, I was talking to Jasmine because I was like, how does Angela even get the energy to do the show, do events, make appearances, support her friends? Like, it's not easy, because I go to bed. Like, I don't don't know how you do it, because I'm like, support you on the Instagram, sis. I'm going to bed. I'll repost it. Like, you'll be outside and working, and it's not easy to do. And so, I have to give you your flowers for that, because, and you look good too. And that's hard to do, because I look crazy doing it. So
shout out to my makeup artist, Keys, man. I don't know what I'd do without her.
Shout out to Coffee, because with it, I would not be here.
Coffee uplifts people. All right. Well, Nina, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And we're definitely going to have you on like a few more times. And I cannot wait for your announcement.
Yes, anytime. Anytime I'm in New York, I'll come say hi.
All right. Thank you, Nina Parker. When we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up with any question. We want to help you. And you can always also leave a message just in case you can't get through, and we'll still help you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Here I go. Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Yee.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. It's a Friday. I'm here. Jasmine from thejasminebrand.com is here.
Happy Friday, Angela.
Happy Friday, and we are here to help for Ask Yee. Now, if you guys cannot get through, you can always leave a message. We are constantly checking our voicemail.
Yes.
800-292-5150 is the number, and we have a great question in our Ask Yee. Listen to this.
Hi, I have a question about women that date men in prison that's facing a lot of years. Is she wrong for getting bored with the relationship, because the distance between the two seems to be very depressing? It's not, I don't think that it's the person don't want to stay down and that they didn't keep their word, but after so long, it's like you're tired of the same thing. Is she wrong for wanting to leave her prison boyfriend?
All right, well, it sounds like doesn't want to continue to date this guy who is in prison.
Right.
He's got a long sentence.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I think realistically, a lot of guys who've been in jail, and I know some, and have extended sentences, they don't even really kind of expect you to be there the whole time.
Okay.
And the other thing is, imagine how mad you'll be if he comes home.
Girl, I already know where you're going.
You done sat there and waited for him all this time.
Right.
And he's doing other things. Because people are, relationships are very different once somebody gets out of jail. It's way different than it was when he was in jail, when he was on the phone with you all the time, not outside, not experiencing things. And I think sometimes for us, it's unrealistic to be like, all right, he's going to come home and our relationship will be the same.
Right. It can't be the same.
You also don't know if he's like talking to other people, because that happens too. So I would say that at certain times, you have to prioritize yourself and your own life. And for you, it sounds like you're getting bored. Sometimes you can have resentment too for somebody, because now I done spent all this time that I could have been in the prime of my life dating, finding the person, because he could come home and not even be the right person for you.
But my question to you is this, Angela. Is she wrong if she told him she would hold him down while she's away? Is she wrong for changing her mind? Or?
No, you can always change your mind.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, people get married and get divorced and say we're going to be together forever, and then they're not.
Okay.
If it's not working for you, I think the best thing for you to do is be honest. Because there's nothing worse, I think, for a guy who's in jail to have these thoughts of what you might be doing.
Right.
I think it's better for you to let him know, look, this is how I feel. Now, maybe when he comes home, it'll be a different story and you guys will reunite. Or maybe you'll be like, you know what? I miss him so much. I do actually love him. You can always change your mind.
Okay.
That's how relationships work, whether you're in jail or not.
Yeah,
you know
can
what I'm
always,
saying?
you're right. You can always change your mind.
And listen, I know it feels a little bit worse because you're like, I feel terrible that he's in this situation.
Guilty, yeah.
And I don't want to desert somebody at a time like this. But you also don't want to desert yourself.
Right.
And I think sometimes putting other people's happiness over your own can turn out to be a really big mistake. Now, if you were okay with it and you said, I'm fine, I love this man so much that I can sacrifice everything else, I'll wait whatever the amount of years is, 15 years. She said it's a long time.
Yeah.
Then that's on you.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that. But if your real feeling is, I don't want to do this, then don't.
Okay.
All right. And let him know. And so that's our advice for Ask Yee. Again, that number is 800-292-5150. And you can always leave a message just in case you can't get through. And when we come back, we have Last Word. That's when you guys get to call in and have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee on a Friday, my favorite day of the week. Hopefully you guys have an amazing weekend. I still got work to do today, so I'm not going to lie. It's never ending. Shout out to my girl Jasmine. She had to catch her flight back to DC to go see her daughter. Also, for everybody who's celebrating Ramadan, shout out to y'all. I know that you guys are don't have to fast anymore, so I know that's not an easy thing to do. I want to do it with y'all next year, though, just because, as a sign of support. I thought about it this year and I tried it and then I slipped up. So I know it's not an easy thing. So shout out to everybody who celebrated Ramadan. Also, got a lot of things happening next week. I know Mr. Vegas is going to be joining us. If y'all know me, you know I'm a huge dance hall fan, so I'm excited that he's going to be here. And shout out to Nina Parker, who joined us today. You know her as the nightly pop host, also the host of the Netflix series By My House. Also, an amazing entrepreneur. She actually has her own clothing line in Macy's, and I love that for her. She saw a need for nicer looking plus size clothes instead of all those floral prints, right? So, amazing week with you guys. And thank y'all. Make sure you follow at Way Up With Yee. Make sure you check out all of the interviews. We've been having a good time. Some of my favorites so far. We've had Black on here. We've had Daniel Caesar. We've had Chloe Bailey. Just an amazing, amazing time. I can't wait to see y'all on Monday. I actually look forward to Mondays now. So you guys rest up. And again, make sure you guys support afui.org. I was with them last night. I was hosting the annual gala. So anything that you can do to help further anybody's education or pay it forward, even if you can't afford to donate, even just a post, just showing up for an event, just volunteering your services, those are the things that matter the most. That's why we start the show every day with Shine a Light. We want to make sure we're always paying it forward and always spreading positivity. Y'all be safe over the weekend. Call us up 800-292-5150 if you have some drinks and you want to get some things out there, you want to tell us a secret. The phone line, the voicemail is always open for you. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Hi, my name is Keandra. I want to shine a light on my daughter, Kashmir, who is graduating from Xavier University pre-med biology with a minor in chemistry and a minor in creative writing. And shine a light on my son, Cash, who is graduating from Grambling University in business management. Let's shine a light on him.
Hi, Angela. Hi, Jasmine. Y'all not judging, but I'm judging. Has that girl lost her mind? This man has a wife of 10 years and kids. No, she don't have any loyalty to the wife, but have some self-respect. She's been messing with this man for 2 months and willing to blow up this woman's life. Youth is wasted on the young for sure. See you guys. Love you. Bye.
S to the N-A, C to the K-S. I can read what I write, but not listen to what I said. H to the E-R, T to the E-L. Write these expenses off like it's a tax deduction from hell. That's all I got. Have a good day.
Hey, yo, Yee. This guy with the bodies from Toledo, 419. Stand up. Hey, I got a question. Why every time you get into a relationship, and mind you, I'm a female, why every time you get into a relationship with a female, first thing they do when you do something wrong or get caught up, first thing they want to do is run to it or run to that baby daddy? Why you can't just sit here and talk about it?
Way Up with Angela Yee.
We turning up.
Way up.
Hey.